Hi Aquarius, welcome to your special gifts reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aquarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. So Aquarius, I'm trying something new here. I am going to ask Spirit, for those of you drawn to this reading that have strong Aquarian placements, what are your special gifts and how are you meant to use them in this lifetime? Any guidance that I can give to you in regards to those gifts? So I'm excited to do this. Let's go ahead and begin your reading. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It does help me connect with your energy. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that, I just want you to open up your energy to ask any questions you have, anything that's on your mind about you, your purpose, your gifts, and we'll just see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say about your special gifts. This could be all of them, some of them. I'm just going to kind of put that reading out there so for people to discover themselves and their talents and what they're meant to kind of dive deeper into. So let's see first a soul energy for you, Aquarius. What are you born with into this lifetime? Tell me more about these gifts for Aquarius, Spirit. Okay, so we have Fox with Clever, and honestly, I'm not surprised to see this for Aquarian energy, as you guys are air signs. You are very intellectually observant. You love intellectual stimulation, and you like to figure out like puzzles. I don't know, just how can I solve this? How can I make this better? It's kind of already what I'm getting from this, but it says you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Oh yeah, Aquarius, with the Fox energy, you also have this very seductive natural charm. I do feel as if people develop crushes on you pretty easily, pretty quickly. They do find you to be very physically attractive. A lot of people that you come to connection with, but then even just diving deeper into your soul, there's depth that makes you all the sexier. But generally speaking, with these spiritual gifts, you are smart. You do find resources. You will come up with things that will help you solve issues time and time again, and you execute it so well. You leave nothing messy. Let's just say you leave no crumbs for anyone to kind of try to, insult you or to come against you as far as, oh, you didn't do this well, you didn't really get out of that. You always get out of any tough situation, Aquarius, and Spirit does want to highlight that as being one of your gifts. Okay. This is so random, but it's coming up that you guys are just naturally warm. Like you always have warm hands, or people like just always want to cuddle up with you, put an arm around you, put a hand on you, because yeah, you just exude this warmthness, which is really interesting to me. Tell me more about Aquarius gifts this lifetime. You guys could also have like almond shaped eyes as well that people find very attractive. Tell me more about Aquarius's gifts this lifetime. Okay, the muse with Venus. Yeah. So it says, I inspire and I am inspired. Intuitive, inspired, idealistic, creative, divinely connected, passionate, emotional, and sensitive. This is really a beautiful combination, Aquarius, because I do feel like you guys are the dreamers. You have that intellectual, logical side for sure, but then you also have this, side of you that I feel only people who really get to know you see, that is dreamy, romantic, sensitive, passionate. I do feel you guys have a very vivid imagination, and that has always kind of served you guys as far as, I don't know, just your creativity, your storytelling. I feel as if you guys always have some thing that people gather around and want to hear about, want to kind of get to know you more. And this depth of you is really profound. Some of you guys with Venus can be very artistic. You guys may just like to kind of bring about beauty in the world, and that doesn't have to be anything so superficial, but it could be things like such as art, writing. You guys have always been into the arts, the literature of things. You like to study the philosophies of how people kind of have always wondered about the purpose of life. I do feel as if you guys are very well rehearsed in like ancient philosophies such as like Socrates, Aristotle, Plato type of energy, and anyone else really that you guys have kind of dived deep into. But yeah, this combination is really amazing, Aquarius. And I'm kind of even looking at this fairy blowing a kiss at the elephant there. Like, you guys have a little bit of magic to you. And people sense that already. There's like an otherworldly sense of who you are that people get drawn to, inspired by. Very cool. Okay, let's dive deeper into with the tarot. Tell me more about Aquarius's gifts. Death and rebirth. This is giving me very strong Scorpio energy. So you can have a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. But yeah, you guys, like I said with the fox, any situation you find yourself in that's not really ideal, that's not, something that you were hoping for, you always come out of it evolved, transformed. You guys really were gifted with some sort of divine consciousness this lifetime that connects to a, how do I explain this, different plane. I feel very strong star seed energy here with you guys. So if you don't know what star seed is, look it up. I could do a whole video on it. But basically, it's like your soul did not formulate within this world. It came from somewhere else, but you were brought here to kind of uplift the vibration of this world here. And wow, yeah, you guys are like the phoenix that keeps on rising each and every time. Then we have perception. Yeah, again, not surprised to see this with my Aquarians here. So with perception, you guys have the gift of seeing things very clearly. You don't let the negativity really affect you. And I'm not saying you're perfect at this every time. We do have our bad days, but generally you bounce back with a clear idea, with a clear plan, with a clear motive on how to move forward. You don't sit in that energy of, this is never going to work for me. I'm just doomed. That's not your nature. You are just someone that when they see a problem, you need to find a resolution, and your perception is very unique. Again, people are drawn to you, and part of it is by your deep complexity, your nature of having these unique ideas that they never even thought of before until they met you, Aquarius. And I do even feel that energy where you have definitely changed the minds of so many people through talking to you, through getting to know you. It feels more so about like the way they saw things before, the way that they may have been judgmental, or the way that they've been very closed-minded to certain things. You've opened up their mind to a new way of thinking and perceiving. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy. And this is the Dream of Gaia tarot. So this is not the cliche tarot deck. There's different meanings in this deck here. So with this, I do feel you guys are just very grounded individuals. And also, like I said, I feel like for a lot of you, you came into this existence already with a pretty well-balanced chakra energy. you know, a lot of these times I kind of pick up on people that have a very strong root chakra, but not a very strong like third eye, or vice versa. But you guys are really well versed in the chakras, and you know which one to call upon when you need it to help you out of a certain situation. You know, I do kind of feel a very powerful deity around you. And it's coming in the form of like snake energy. I don't know if there's gods, goddesses, or, you know, ascended masters that are associated with snakes, but if they are, or there are some, comment below, because it may help other Aquarians kind of connect to this energy I'm feeling. But it's like ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. This almost feels like Egyptian energy to me. Could even be like early Greek, early Roman, early, you know, ancient African type of energy here that I'm feeling. But you guys always know how to have a accurate representation of reality. You're dreamy, but you don't get lost in the delusions. You're very real with yourself. But I think that overall, having this grounding gift of yours always keeps you firm in where you're at currently. Evaluate how to get past something or how to get further in something, and it serves you each and every time, really. Okay, I'm gonna clarify these cards and do a bit of a deeper dive. Yeah, wow. Interesting. Oh, yeah, some of you guys definitely have a soulmate in this lifetime that I feel some of you are just starting to get to know or have already met and are well aware. I'm seeing the letter E as an Eric or Erica, first, middle, last initial, can mean something to someone. There's also 2 2s here, so your birthday could be February 2nd, February 12th, January 22nd for some of you guys, or even February 20th, I feel. But bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups. I forget what other sign had this at the bottom of their deck. But Cancer energy, Aries energy here big time, and a little bit of Pisces energy as well. So there's that beautiful combination of, you know, water energy and air energy. But I do feel like different than what I was feeling with another sign that got this. It's not so much insecurities that I'm kind of feeling with the 4 of Cups like I did for someone else. It was more so of, okay, again, there's always something new that we would want in life to kind of just progress us, because I feel like as you guys need variety, you need some sort of changes to keep you stimulated, to keep you active. And when you kind of start to see that life is getting a little too mundane, life is, you know, hit a plateau, or it's just something where your adventurous side is starting to kick in, you evaluate, you know, the things that maybe you will need to change within yourself, because you do recognize, Aquarius, that you are the master of your own creation. You don't put that on anyone else. You don't put that solely on the universe like some people do in the spiritual community. You're like, all right, this is what's happening. This is what I need to do to change it. I'll put myself back up and we'll take a chance and see what happens. And by giving yourself that chance, Aquarius, you're already steps ahead of people. Because like I said, there's some people in this community who you know, only visualize it or only think it and think that's the only thing they need to do in order for it to come in the 3D world. And you always have to co-create with spirit. It's never one or the other. So yes, you have to give faith, but you also have to put the work in to make it happen. And I do see with that 7 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands energy, you absolutely know this to the core. And you know when you have to put in your work, when you have to make the change, and when you have to sit back and see what spirit will do to help you create this. But yeah, you know, again, that theme of very powerful snake, fiery deity energy is coming through here, that they want you to succeed and they help you in a lot of ways when you get stuck or when you kind of get frustrated or hit a plateau, to get that inspiration going again to evolve or to get something happening here. So first we'll start with the death and rebirth with the 8 of Cups. So you guys really do know when to walk away, when something isn't emotionally fulfilling anymore. And although at first it hurts, right, when you hope for something but didn't turn out that way, you start to do practices such as, take a vacation or do every day a type of, sobriety for the month or a yoga session for the month to kind of readjust and to recalibrate, to recharge yourself. And those steps always lead you to a better understanding and where your heart space or where your disappointment was once kind of really deeply seated. It always evolves into accepting that there's something better out there. There's a better plan for me. And that's kind of what helps you emotionally disconnect as well from things that no longer serve you or are not working out. You kind of see when that starts to happen and you adjust accordingly. It's definitely emotionally as well. And you know when to kind of just accept the joy in it too. And what I mean by that is when you hope for something and it's not exactly what you thought it was going to be, whether it comes in a different form or a different time, you guys pick yourself back up again and kind of say, all right, well, there is some sort of blessing here. If it didn't work out with this certain person I thought I had a love connection with, there must have been something that wasn't equal. There must have been something that was out of vibration with each other. And then you come to find out later, yeah, this person was a cheater, or this person, was married or whatever, right? Like you kind of sense these things, which makes you start to detach emotionally a lot quicker than those who want it so badly they hang on until really their whole energy is drained. So that's definitely a gift that you guys have. And then we have perception with the Two of Cups. So you guys are realistic with romantic situations, with romantic expectations. You do hold yourself and others to a standard, definitely, but you also kind of realize when we're all human. And that's not giving anyone excuses. I'm not going that far, Aquarius, but I'm saying like, all right, when I'm in a connection with this person, this is what's normal as far as, human flaw. And this is when, like, Eight of Cups energy, I need to pull back from. I need to step away. No matter how my feelings kind of dictate my want to stay, my mind will always set me in check and say, okay, yes, you care for this person, but if they cared for you, they wouldn't do A, B, and C. And that's a gift. Trust me, Aquarius. I do a lot of love readings and people aren't able to evaluate situations like that the way you do. But I also kind of feel like if you already know this person, like I kind of pick up on that you guys always knew you had a deep, deep connection at a heart level with, you know that there was a gift in that, or there is a gift in that that is meant to remain and meant to stay. You don't push anything. You don't force anything. What is meant to happen shall happen. And having that unique perspective in it, it lets the two of you unfold so beautifully. But they love having deep intellectual conversations with you, Aquarius. Yes, the passion's good, the sex is good, the, chemistry is nice, but really they love getting inside your brain and seeing how it works and just connecting with you on that intellectual level that they don't do with other people. They don't find other people in that same realm as you, Aquarius. So that's a special gift you do have with someone this lifetime. And this is someone where you've kissed their forehead before, they've kissed your forehead, or you guys touched foreheads before in bed. Trying to connect in that way for a few of you that need that confirmation. Then with Seven of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So this is the Taurus Aries energy here. You guys are really good at recharging. You guys are really good at knowing when your body has had enough, your mind has had enough, where you need to sit back, relax, recharge, and then go for it when your battery's all filled up. And I feel with this Two of Wands energy as well, you know when something could be too good to be true. So when people present you with an offer, an opportunity to get you going, to sweep you off your feet, again, you see the reality of things a lot more clearly than most. And I don't know, I get this sense really weirdly that people try to compete with you and try to, I don't know, they see you as someone to compete with when you don't see it that way. You're just kind of like, you know what? I'm just doing me and my own vibe. I don't see why, you feel the need to compete. And by putting out that energy to detach from that competitiveness, it how do I explain this? It kind of just humbles people, really, Aquarius, and then they learn to back off. But again, you also have a very powerful co-creation with some deity here. You know, for some of you, it's Sekhmet, I feel very strongly. But anyway, let's see more of your gifts, Aquarius. Tell me more about Aquarius's gifts this lifetime, how they're meant to use it. Ooh, okay. Workshops and seminars. You got 3 and I feel like I need to read them all, okay? But it says attending and giving speeches is a part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. So some of you guys, yeah, your unique perspective on things, your unique analysis of life and how, you know, people can better themselves is something that you're meant to help teach others or help to uplift others and to be an example of how you've kind of been able to navigate and work through life's complications, whether that is mentally, spiritually, or even physically. Then we have crown chakra. Nice. So your crown chakra probably is the most powerful chakra. I see the balance and all, but really you guys get downloads. Really, that's that otherworldly connection that I have been feeling since the beginning of the reading, that you are connected to, Aquarius. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. You have that lifeline of spiritual divine help when you're stuck, when you need a new idea. It comes to you as an aha moment in a dream, perhaps. And when you listen to that energy, that entity that communicates with you, you see how successful you are by following that instinct, by trusting that. But yeah, it feels like you have like a lifeline to another world or like a lifeline to another deity here with this crown chakra. You have a galaxy family, you have, you know, a spiritual team that comes and wants to work with you and wants to help you and sends the resources and sends the signs. And you easily, with that fox energy, pick up on them and know what to do next. Yeah, a big time gift here. And then you have crystals. And it says the energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. So this is something that Spirit wants to touch up on for something recently happening. I don't know if you're picking up on negative energy or you want to get more inspired. There's a certain crystal that you guys are being drawn to or saw in a store recently that you kind of want to purchase, that Spirit is saying, yeah, this is a good time to. And at the end of the reading, I am going to pull a crystal card for you guys. So pay attention during that segment, because I do believe there will be messages for you that are going to help you figure out this current situation that some of you guys find yourself to be in. But yeah, I think definitely if you've been interested in crystals, wanting to know more about crystals, definitely dive into that, because there's a lot that I think you will be open to when you connect with certain crystals, like another layer of divine knowledge that this crystal can provide you with, Aquarius. I'm hearing amethyst very specifically for some of you. I know that's the February birthstone, I believe, right? Anyway, tell me more about Aquarius's gifts, how they're meant to use them this lifetime, what it means to have these gifts for Aquarius. Okay, so then we have, okay, I'm so sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but it is Avalokitesvara. See the other person's point of view. This is the gift of your perception. This is the gift of that fox energy. You understand that not everyone has the same journey. You understand that people come from different walks of life that aren't always going to have the same ideas, the same opinions. And instead of judging them for that, instead of being, you know, super harsh on them for that, you kind of just accept that's the complexity of the world here. Not saying you accept everyone's ideas, of course, but generally you do tend to keep an open mind. You keep an open group of friends. You like to have conversations with people that have different points of view, just to understand the world better. And as you expand that knowledge, as you kind of open up those conversations that, especially nowadays, are very tough to have. I don't know, I just feel the energy currently, it's like you either have to agree with me or you're my sworn enemy type of thing. You're not like that. And it helps to add that further knowledge of the encyclopedia of life that you've kind of acquired, Aquarius, that again is a lot more reasonable, a lot more knowledgeable, a lot more wise when you have that perspective. Okay. What is the advice for my Aquarians here with their gifts, Spirit? What is Aquarius's advice about these gifts that they have, that they're meant to use in this world? That is of transformation, that is of perception, that is of grounding. Tell me some advice for Aquarius. Ooh, goodness, how slipped out. Okay, these two really want to come out, so let's let them out. It says 14, stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, be love. That's a constant reminder. So I think you guys do that naturally, but again, even in those dark times where it's a lot harder to do so, take that time to go outside, sit in earth, or find a very comfortable place to meditate, to calm down, to relax, to remember, you know, even if the ego starts to pull us into these fears, to remember who you are, to remember the reality, the practicality of the situation, and not to get carried away in the what ifs, the could be's, the should be's, because those are just imagined scenarios at this point. What is current, what is happening presently is the reality. And I think that's just what Spirit always want to remind you of. So even if some of you, again, with the crystals card, I felt like some of you guys currently may be going through something that is a little bit throwing you off balance. This is the time, or this is the message where today, tomorrow, or sometime this week, schedule where you can ground yourself, where you can buy a crystal and hold that and just close your eyes and connect with that inner light that's gifted to you, Aquarius. Call on that deity that you may work with quite a bit, and they will be there to help guide you. And then we have 26, everything is as you've created. That's what I said right in the beginning of this reading. All you create offers you lessons in life. So not that you create some of the worst scenarios that has ever happened to you. I think a lot of people get confused by this card sometimes, or the messages that come with this card. It's that, you know, we have certain depths, karmic depths, experiences that we must go through in order to evolve, right? Because trust me, with this death and rebirth card here, that is a part of your path. But you, again, understand what was meant to come out of that. You understand that, oh, this made me wiser, this made me stronger, this made me more compassionate, this made me more of a fighter. With every experience that you go through that may be a little bit hard to deal with. And by having that mindset, that perception, you come out of things way quicker than most. It's profound, Aquarius, really. All right, Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and pull that crystal card I was talking about earlier. And this could be a crystal that you have, that you want to purchase, that even if it's too expensive, just to kind of call in and work with when you're experiencing some sort of need for guidance. And I'm going to read an excerpt from the book because I believe this author writes the excerpts so greatly to help us understand these gifts. So what is the crystal card for Aquarius in regards to their gifts, their talents, what they're meant to share, what they're meant to be in this lifetime? Ooh, we got turquoise here. Number 39. All right, so let's read what this message is for you guys with the gemstone turquoise. Okay. True riches. A copper-based stone attracting good fortune since antiquity, turquoise was popular for protective amulets. Sacred to Hathor and to Buddha, it linked earth and sky and made a potent love charm. So Hathor and Buddha could be deities you work with as well. Self-understanding. Your pathway is one of self-realization. Qualities you cultivate now drive your spiritual evolution forward. Draw on your karmic wisdom and past life skills. Release vows that no longer serve you and speak what used to be unspeakable. Watch your health and avoid polluted environments. Brilliant success and happiness are coming. Fortune favors you, Aquarius. You navigate the way forward with sure-footed confidence, but watch your personal safety and deal with problems immediately. That's what you do. So good. Good friends accompany you. You are in the spotlight and others rely on you. Your true riches lie not in the bank, but in your heart. Frequency medium to high, chakra, throat, and third eye. Timing, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. soul path attuning to inner riches. So yeah, these inner riches either come from, you know, your past lives and what you've been accumulating up to this point, but a lot of you from your starseed family, your starseed origins. So I would discover your starseed line, kind of do some research, take some quizzes, see what deeply resonates with you, because I feel like connecting with that starseed lineage, you are going to have a lot better understanding of who you are and the complexity of it, the beauty of it. And yeah, you just have this wealth of inner resources, wealth of inner riches that you are meant to call upon, use to further you in any venture that you see yourself in this lifetime. You are quite lucky, Aquarius, and I love to see that. Thank you so, so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you tons of confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your special gifts this lifetime, how you're meant to use them, and any guidance that I could have provided for you. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aquarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aquarius.